Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. So if you are here, please let me know by typing hi or by saying hello or saying good evening also, so that I'll know that you are with me tonight. Okay. So my name is Jinyi. Today, I'm taking the slot of the trade engineer. So I'm not showing face. So the trade engineer didn't show face, right? So I'm not the trade engineer. I'm just taking his slot today to actually share with you guys on the Alpha Group of NFT, right? So because there's a request to present to explain on these things, so uh, I just take on this challenge and just share it to you guys lah, and to share with you guys what is Alpha NFT Alpha Group about. Okay, so let me just quickly share my screen. Yep. Okay. So if you can share, you can see my screen, right? Please type in okay, okay, or please help me to do like and share to the post, to the Facebook post, so that more people can learn about it or to know about this thing. Okay, so today we'll talk about NFT Alpha Group. Okay, so just a disclaimer. Whatever that I'm sharing tonight, right? It is purely for educational purposes, right? Wait, let me just check whether I'm actually live or not. Hold on. Okay, I'm live. I'm live. So, for the disclaimer, right? Whatever that I'm sharing tonight is actually for sharing purposes. It's not financial advices. So please do your own diligence before you do any financial decision. Okay. So I just a little bit about myself. I've started trading NFT since Q3 last year. Okay, so since Q3 last year, I've put NFT in one of my asset, one of my portfolio. So it is a very small amount of my portfolio when I first started, because the risk I understand is too high, and there's no analysis to be done at all, right? Everything is pure hype, pure FOMO, and everyone just is buying a very expensive picture, or if you like JPEG or digital asset. Okay, to me it is not a really digital asset. Uh, it is just JPEG, or some only a handful of them really will make it one. So okay, these are my holdings, and most of what do I normally do would be like, whenever I just buy a project, I will just quickly sell it for a profit, and whenever there's a profit to be made, only I'll buy in the project lah. So I try not to try not to hold any project, so that I will reduce my risk. Okay. Okay, so quickly, what is an alpha group, right? Last weekend, there's a group of people sharing about alpha group, right? Right, it is a paid alpha group, so that's why I quickly just want to share with you guys what is NFT alpha group, so that you guys can make some decision um, to see whether it is worth it or not to actually join alpha group, right? So alpha group, right, it is it is as simple as there is an in when you join a group, it is a very close knit group, right? Normally it is a very small group lah, right? And then what is alpha? Alpha means, right, you have first hand information, you are the first mover advantage, you have the first mover advantage, you are the alpha. Okay, so that's why people call it alpha group. Okay, so an alpha group, right, it is a very concentrated community within NFT space, right? That share exclusive information about various other projects or opportunities. Okay, so it consists of individuals from other alpha groups. Okay, meaning you receive alpha from numerous other projects. Okay, so take note of this thing. Means you receive numerous alpha from different alpha groups. Okay, so in NFT space, right, there's so many alpha group, right? Then everyone is giving alpha, so that's why I don't really call them alpha group anymore lah, because um, everyone can call themselves alpha, right? So it is normally used currently. to market other projects. Most of the time is for marketing purposes. For example, let's say I am an influencer. Let's say I have a follower of 200,000 people. Let's say I have a follower of 2,100 people. 200,000 people. Okay. So then other projects will come to me and say, hey, Ginny, can you help me to market my project, right? Okay, then I'll give you a certain reward or some whitelist for the projects in return, right? It's a barter system. You give me something, you need some help, I help you. There's a cost to that, right? It is a business transaction. Most of the Alpha Group is a business transaction. Okay, so there's a reason people do certain calls for certain reasons. There must be a reason for every single actions. Okay, be it marketing purposes, be it for their own good, um, be it promoting their holdings so that they can sell their NFTs to you, right? So that you will be the back holder. So you must really understand what really what does the Alpha Group really do. Okay, there's so many Alpha Group in the space currently. Okay, so okay, there are in simple terms there are normally two types of Alpha Group, right? One type of alpha Group is the closed Alpha Group, right? Means that you have to be invited to actually to access their Discord or their community, right? It doesn't have to be in Discord, but most of the time Alpha Group in NFT world, they communicate through Discord. Okay, so many Alpha Group will require Alpha Group will require you to pay a small fee, right? Okay, so some of the Alpha Group actually require you to pay a bigger fee. It depends on how people value their NFT also. Okay, so normally Alpha Groups, right? Okay, there will be a closed Alpha Group which will need you to pay to enter, right? And there's public Alpha Group. Alpha Group will be anyone anyone can join their their Discord group, and then they'll share information over there, right? Normally when people first started, they will start with public, and then when they are big enough, they will make it a a close Discord group, because the more people in the Discord, right, it will be very complicated to share information, and people will take information wrongly, and if you are not educated enough, you might get hurt badly lah. Means you buy at the wrong time, and you might not be able to sell. You might make a loss also lah, right? So most of the closed Alpha Group, right, they will launch NFT. They will launch NFT for you to purchase their NFT. Normally in two different NFT, right? One is the higher tier, one is the lower tier NFT lah. So if you hold their NFT, then they will share with you the alpha, right? So what is alpha? We talk about alpha so much, and what is really alpha, right? Okay, let me quickly show you later. Okay, so being in an Alpha Group, there's certain benefit, right? Okay, you might be able to win whitelist from other projects. So if you are very strong Alpha Group, let's say you are very strong influencer, okay, or you are a project creator, and let's say you have a strong name. For example, let's say you are Board A Yacht Club's founder. Okay, you will be offered a lot of whitelists from other projects, to actually share it with your community, to actually promote it on your Twitter and all this, right? So inside the Alpha Group, right, they will actually raffle out, means like do lucky draw for the project community to actually have a chance to win whitelist. So the strong Alpha Group in current space, in the strong Alpha Group will often provide you with a powerful whitelist, those hype whitelists where you can actually earn the whitelist and actually flip it for to earn a decent profit. Okay, so other than that, Alpha Groups normally will share with you analysis reports on other projects, right? Or be it existing projects, or the newly launched project, or soon to be launched project, right? They will analyze the projects with as little information as they can get. Okay, those information you and me also can get it. Why is it possible? Because, right, NFT projects, right, they normally don't share a lot of information. Most of the time, right, they are just a JPEG project, right? They just launch NFT just for the sake of launching NFT without any utility form, or any future planning. They are just um, they are just any other NFT projects, like the 99% of the NFT projects, right? So whatever information you can get, right, you can get from their Discord, you can get from their Twitter, you can get from the public information. You and I can also do analysis uh, for any project if we just put in a little bit of effort, because unless we have real insider news, let's say we talk to the project creators, unless we have a chance to actually talk to them, speak to them, join their AMA to understand their projects, right? Uh, Other than that, we can get very little information on projects, and most of the projects, right, they they really don't do much. Okay, so being in an alpha group, right, people will do analysis on certain projects to actually minimize your time to analyze to analyze project. They will analyze projects already, and then they will share their report, and they will give a certain rating to a report, to a project, and maybe you can it is easier for you to filter out those bad projects and just focus on certain projects, to get their whitelist, okay, to get the pre-sales information. Okay, so also alpha groups, right, they actually will track those whales wallet, right? So those whales, for example, influencers wallet lah. Influencers wallet means, right, those that has a lot of followers, or those who has a lot of Ethereum in their wallet, right? Whenever they buy a certain project, for example, they will track, let's say if you track Gary Vee's project, Gary Vee's wallet, okay, Gary Vee's wallet, and then you will know when Gary Vee buys certain NFT, right? You can have the first-hand information to actually, okay, if you want to follow the FOMO trend, right? Maybe you are at the early stage of the FOMO trend, you can earn a little bit of the, you can earn the pump and dump, right? You can earn the pump, and then you sell it at high, and make some decent profit. Then again, right, this tracking of wallet, right, there's so many tools that can be used to actually track it, and it's free. Okay, so and most of the projects has this wallet tracking channel to for you to actually track other those influencers wallet. So it is an alpha. Is it an alpha now? Because if everyone has the access of this tool, right, it will not be an alpha, right? So when you have all the information just like the public has, right? Also, like alpha groups, sometimes they will share some. It can be an education center. For example, they will share how do you actually stay safe in this space. How do you actually keep your NFT safe or your cryptocurrency safe in Ledger, right? They'll teach you how to you use Ledger and all this. This will be some of the benefits that alpha groups provide. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions, and if you want to know more about alpha groups, right? Or if you have already in an alpha group, right, you can share what is the alpha group that you have joined, right? And what do you want to know more about them, right? Okay, so how do you actually find alpha groups? Normally, the first hand information, the first step that you can do, right, if you is that you can find NFT influencers, right? You can go to Twitter and find those NFT influencers, or all those NFT creators, right? For example, Shan is very famous in this NFT space, right? He's quite reputable in this NFT space because of his background. He's working for Tesla, right, as a project manager, and he's running a project. So for as an NFT project, so he knows most of the technology part of it, and he has a very long-term vision of it, right? You can follow him to actually know more about his project or any other projects. His Twitter space is actually very informative. Okay, then you can follow Llamaverse, right? Or you can follow Llama, the creator, right? We call him Llama also lah. right? So he's actually quite reputable also, right? So that's the first step you can do. Also Takoa is a Malaysian currently living in Australia. He also runs his own project, and people actually do track his wallet when he first started, because whatever project that he started buying, right? And then normally there will be a small pump, right? There will be a small pump when you are early enough, you will get to earn a decent profit lah, right? But then later in the slide, I will explain to you, when there's a pump, there will be a dump. Okay, when there's a pump, there will always be a dump, and this is a winner takes all game, right? This is a zero sum game as well. So you must understand your risk whenever you are playing a pump and dump game, right? A lot of chances you are late already, right? Higher chances you are late compared to you are early, because if everyone can get the information, and you don't have the first hand information, you don't have the insider news, you can really get you can have a potential to actually lose some money. Yeah. Okay, so Alpha Group projects, you can actually I've actually filtered out some of the better projects that you can look into, right? For example, Alpha Gang, right? Their floor price, they have like 3 NFT launch. Okay, so and then they have their staking program. If you buy their NFT and you stake it, you can earn some of their utility token, right? Then this is their current floor price. Okay, DWC is one of the is launched by Dante. Dante is quite he always will share some educational information about his NFT and other projects. So by owning his NFT, right, you can have access to his Alpha Group and all this. So he has two items. He has two NFT for people to purchase. And the current floor price is actually 0.5 Ethereum. Right, Ascendance is also one of the projects that you can look out for. They have a cheaper floor price. Okay, doesn't mean cheaper is worse. Okay, it's just how market values certain things differently, and how they value certain how they value alpha groups or NFT project in general lah. Okay, so this Llamaverse, right? When they first started, they actually started off as an alpha group, but then they have more utilities than actually an alpha group. They have launched their staking program. They have launched their metaverse. They have launched their voxel. So there's a lot of things in their pipeline that they are planning to launch. Okay, so and they have a higher volume in terms of their NFT project. So it is better and to actually own this one, in my opinion, because they have actually more utilities or more informations than the other alpha group. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me check if there's any comments currently. Okay. So for example of alpha sharing, right? They will normally share. They will normally share some of the projects, right, that are already launched or that's launching and is getting traction. For example, if you are okay, this is actually an NFT analytical tool. Basically, they are just tracking volume. Okay, they are just tracking volume and tracking wallets on the buy and sell, and how often do they buy and sell. Okay, so if there is a higher volume, there's pump, right? They will actually share it in the group and let people know. For example, if this is they will draw some resistance line, and if they break it already, then they will just share information that say this is actually getting a lot of traction currently, and maybe we can get into it, and probably to hit when they hit the high, and then you can get out of it. Okay, so this is one of the sharing from Alpha Group. This is like one of the NFT analysis project. For an example of the NFT analytical project report. Okay, so they will share like the roadmap, the partnership, and the analysis and the team. This is a general template that people normally do for project analysis. So as you can see, it is not very comprehensive, and there's nothing much that they have shared. It's not like the stock market analysis where you get to read their financial report, you get to read what is the future plan of the project, of the stock of this company. You will get to know who is the team, right? Although they say the team, right, most of the time you don't know who is the one actually working for the project. Okay, so there's a potential that they will call rug pull. Rug pull means, right, it's a scam. When you buy their after their NFT, they will just say thank you very much. Actually, it's a rug pull. It is a scam. We thanks for your Ethereum. We are leaving now. Okay, and then they will launch a new project. So you don't know who are they behind the project. There's a lot of risk by just going into it blindly, right? And also when Alpha Group is sharing, right, they will just share purely from their view. Okay, so there's no there's later I'll share in a slide also, saying that how do they actually make calls, and why do I think it's very risky to join alpha groups. Okay, this is another example of an alpha project analysis. Okay, they will give some ratings, and then this rating, right, is like, okay, if their team, most of the time, right, what I see is like, if their team is you if you can find who is the team, who is their team, right, of the project, right, then they will normally give a higher percentage of rating. Then again, this is a given for any project or any companies that you want to set up. For example, if you want to set up a company, right, and you want to ask for fundings, right, for investors fundings, right, normally you need to go and tell people who you are, what is your background, and what is your company is doing. But then in NFT world, right, people don't take this as a norm. So that's why this is so risky, and I think this is bubble in the making. Okay, so you see founders, art, what the hell is art, man? And then community engagement. This is exactly what normally people will do for project analysis, and it is, to me, is rubbish, right? For alpha groups, they are talking rubbish, man. They don't have much information about it, and they are just sharing the public information where you and I can get it from Twitter, from Discord. Okay, yeah, okay. So okay, how alpha works? Okay, for example, I am an alpha. For example, I am an alpha. Okay, because I'm the black color one. I have the sword. Okay, I'm the samurai. Okay, I'm the alpha. And then let's say I found a project by getting some insider news. Okay, I'll let my team know, my close community know. Okay, my team will know first, and then or my community lah. For example, this is my community. Let's say you guys are my community, right? I will let you know first, and then you guys will go and share to your friends, to third parties or whatsoever, saying, oh, I've been making I bought this project from an alpha caller, and is making 100% after I get in, right? Then you go and tell these people, oh, it's getting a lot of traction, it's getting a lot of volume. These are alpha groups, imagine this, alpha group 1, alpha group 2, alpha group 3, alpha group 4. Okay, and then whenever you are in this alpha in this area, right, and then you get those information, you can either, if you are lucky, right, you can either make a little bit more profit, and if it keeps going, right? But most of the time, right, you'll be like, meh, I get it at the wrong time, I get it at the high, and I'm the back holder now, right? People has already started selling, and then you'll be thinking, oh, there might be another pump coming, so I'll just hold my NFT first, and yeah, little did you know, right, you will go to zero, right? This is how people lose money from alpha calls, right? So that's why I need to make sure that you know how does alpha work, right? Everyone has been joining different alpha groups. I have been joining tens to hundreds of alpha groups, man, and every single projects, right, they have their own alpha channel. What makes you think that your alpha today, right, will be the alpha tomorrow? Think about it. What makes you think that your alpha today, even if you make money from a call from this alpha group, what makes you think that tomorrow this alpha will work, right? Alpha is in this NFT space, right? There's no boundary, there's no standard to begin with, right? So you need to know the risk of alpha. Okay, so everyone can be an alpha caller, right? Everyone is an alpha caller. I am an alpha caller. I can just tell you, oh, okay, let's buy Llamaverse, right? Today, I think Llamaverse is very, very cheap now. It is in bear market. It is very, very cheap now. Please buy, and I think it will go well, right? On what basis do I tell you that it is a good project? I can analyze for you what do they do and all this, right? But it is in this space, right? They are so new, right? Chances are they might allot 99% of the project, right? They will not go up to their previous high. And there's stock market bear market now, right? There's crypto bear market now, and there's NFT bear market now. Most of the assets that we are holding now is actually undergoing bear market. And NFT, right, is a space that is so new. There's no standard yet, and most of the projects, right, will not go back to their previous high. So bear in mind of that when alpha caller is telling you to buy on certain things, right? You need to bear in mind of that, right? So everyone can be an alpha caller. For example, this Zoovers, right? This is a project having other alpha projects in their channel, right? You can see Alpha Solana, Alpha Degen, Alpha Crypto, right? What is Alpha Early? There's so many alpha in a group, and then Llamaverse Alpha also inside here, right? It means that in their channel they have other groups alpha. It's like, oh my god, everyone is getting the same alpha thing, and how does that work? Imagine in a project, right? You have like 4,000 people, and 4,000 people is let's say 2,000 people get to know about the project, and then you 2,000 people buy for the project, right? And then they share it to other project. Then there will be another 2,000 people. Then there will be 4,000 people already. You will not be the alpha already. Alpha will be the first 100 people to know about certain things, right? Or less than that. Like maybe top 10 people know about that. We call that alpha, right? People dilute this alpha word, right, so much in this NFT space. So please bear in mind on what alpha is actually, right? And especially some of last week, there's some NFT group just launched alpha group without even giving you NFT to put, without even giving you NFT. They just ask for the money. How does that even possible? That it is such a scam to actually do that already. Okay, so imagine Project Gojira. There's like so many alpha over here as well. So there's like everyone can be alpha. Okay, so then there's no certified alpha caller in this space yet, right? There's no need to actually take responsibility, and then they will actually say, "Oh, do your own research," right? As absolutely no responsibility needed to be taken, because they themselves, like myself, I'm less than 1 year old in NFT as well. Okay, although I've made a fortune, it doesn't mean that whatever that I'm doing in the future will make money. Okay, so there's no responsibility that should be taken in this space, because everyone can be alpha caller, right? And every project has alpha channels. There's very limited information to analyze a project, just like what I've said. A lot of people will end up being back holders. Take note of this. A lot of people will end up being the back holders. Please do not be the back holders. That's not make people lose money in this bear market already. Okay, right? So I have another example showing here, right? Shan, Project Gojira creator. So he's saying, poll time. Do you believe when an alpha group there's more than 1 to 2K members post a call, it causes a pump and dump holders amongst their own holders? Imagine their project holders like 1 to 2,000. They even have their own. They even fight against each other. It is a zero-sum game. When someone wins, someone gonna lose money. Okay, so consider there's 5K supply of a project at 0.14 price. Usually there will be 300 to 500 listed. This call is visible to 2,000 holders. Imagine that there's only 500 listed, and then there's 2,000 people fighting for it. Come on. Come on, man. Only a quarter of it maybe will earn money. Okay. And then I've seen some of the alpha calls posting a project as a goodbye, part of the analysis when they have project whitelist collab with, like, let's say famous project like Gojira, Llamaverse, Kongs, or whatsoever. So let me explain what is whitelist project. Whitelist collab. For example, let's say Gojira is a very, very strong project, right? They have a lot of followers, right? A lot of new projects. We would like them to actually promote their NFT project by giving out whitelist. This is what they call whitelist collaboration. But then in actual fact, they besides the whitelist collab, by giving them a whitelist to give away, there's no other forms of collaboration or strategic or long-term collaboration. So a lot of people actually mistaken collaboration as a long-term collaboration, like they work together as a team, right? So you need to take note of that. A lot of people get wrecked from all these things. Okay. So quick tips, right, to actually find the best alpha group. Ask yourself, what do you expect, right, to gain from an alpha group, right? What do you want to gain from an alpha group, right? Do not pay for an alpha group if you don't trust or believe in a source. Normally, I would suggest people, if you want to get a sense of what is alpha group, just join the free alpha group, right? There's a lot of free alpha group. Just need to find it out, right? Okay, spend some time on social media, right? Find people that you like, find those influencers that you think vibe with you, right? And observe them. What do they do, right? Do they have reliable information? Do they actually share shit information? Or apologies for my language. Do they actually share good information or some useless information? If so, just find out their alpha group, right? Only choose a few alpha groups to join. If there's too many to join, you will be overwhelmed, right? Take advantage of free alpha group on social media. There's so many social medias now, like so many information outside. We just need to find the right one that suits us lah, right? There's public Discord before you actually join or buy any NFT alpha group lah. Okay, so so that's it. This is the end of my slide. So let me go to and see if there's any comment over here. Let me just check in from the chat. Oh, hello. Hi, Nathan. Cool. All right. Hello, Facebook user. Sorry, I can't see your name. Right. Okay, hold on. Where can we track the Whales wallet? Okay. So, right, let me just quickly show you. Normally, let me just quickly show you. Where is my Discord? Okay, so Discord, right? This is my Discord. Okay, you can see there's so many Discord channel. How do you even get started? Okay, so let me just quickly go over here. Jira. Let me see. Okay, wait. I remember I have one channel that actually has wallet tracking. Hold on. Address to monitor. Okay, so for example, you can see over here there's like address to monitor, and then alpha tools, Twitter watch. Okay, so some of the alpha group, right, they can actually track Twitter, right? Whenever this so-called influencer or this person that you follow, right, they tweet something, then you know that okay, he's actually tweeting, right? Then you can maybe follow him and have a look at what they are talking about. Okay, another thing would be Gary V's NFT Twitter. Then you can follow him. It is normally tracked. Okay, so so let me find some of the NFT tools, NFT wallet tracker. Let me see if there's still okay. So this ICY tools, right? It is how people track what is the volume currently. For example, this one 5-minute alert in ICY tools. There's like 645 min in just last 5 minutes. So this is actually getting some traction. Okay, this is how you actually can go and have a look. But then, right, you can see in one day, right, today 9:52 p.m. there's 5 minutes alert for 300 something min, 5-minute alerts for 300 something min, right? Every single minute there's like so many projects coming out and all this. So how do you actually track it? Okay, so that's why it is easier to actually follow certain influencer to understand to know the latest information. Okay, so that you won't be overwhelmed. Okay, so all these tools are just tools. If you know how to use it, and then you benefit you. If not, it will just be another tools that that anyone will have those in. Okay, right? Yeah, no problem, no problem. Okay, thank you very much. Right, so this will be the end of my sharing. If there's any more question that you would like to know, or if you have any more question about alpha groups or NFT in related or crypto related, right? Feel free to actually type it in the chat below. We will actually reply your message and all this. No, there's no website to actually track it now. Currently, there's no website to track it now. Sorry, let me confirm my statement now. Mm, hmm. Okay, so there's this tool called NFT Nerds, right? Uh, it is, it is, it is not free. It is not free to use, So you will need to purchase to actually have their uh, full analytical tool. From there, right, you can actually track the trending of the projects and all this. But then I did not buy the I did not purchase the system lah. I'm using the free one. So the free one you can still see live live view, but then very limited on what is the current view of the market, of the trending market, right? You can see the chart over here as well. You can actually use it. So then again, let me just quickly type in this one for you guys. You can actually have a look at this NFT tool. I like this NFT tool a lot. I use it quite a bit. And also, I remember someone was sharing about this Unix.cx, right? Unix.cx is also another place where you can actually rank your NFT. You can actually find the top ranking or top market cap NFT, where then you can actually analyze from here. Okay, I'll also share this one to you guys. Let me just quickly share this to the chat. Hold on. Okay. Another one would be this one, NFT Nerds. Okay, guys. So stay safe outside. Currently, we are still seeing downtrend across the market. If you know what you are doing, please trade it safely. Okay. If not, please be educated enough or go and find someone to actually help you with your trading to increase your knowledge by being educated. Right. In this bear market, it's the right time to be educated because there's no FOMO. There's no FOMO in the market. You have a lot of time to go and learn yourself, to go and find out how do you actually analyze any stock companies, or actually crypto companies, cryptocurrencies, or any NFT projects. So this is the right time to actually do do more homework lah. Okay. So with that, thank you very much. If there's nothing else, I'll just call it a night and have a good week ahead. Thank you very much.